Hello, my fans, sneak peepers, and curious friends. I'm difficult and demanding. If you want to know my real name, then hold still, and I might bring your wish to fruition. Before I begin, you can find this show in iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Blueberry, Google Play Music, TuneIn, YouTube, and Stitcher. Now, unlike the other people in your life, I actually care about what you think, what you don't think, and what you try not to think about. Welcome to the Difficult and Demanding Show. I'm real, uncensored, unconventional, and shoot straight between the eyes. My show is outrageously honest with a keenly witty view into life. Yes, I said life. That's what we do every single day. We are living life. Well, some of us at least. I'm going to provide laughter, shock, while touching your inner being. Maybe your body if you're lucky. Why do I call myself difficult and demanding? Well, first, because I can. 2, because I'm not supposed to. 3, this is the most important point. It only means something if I give life to it. So, I'm going to slowly unveil you to you and give you a new life to live. Difficult and demanding is going to liberate every part of your being and maybe your body. I, your host Tara, am keeping it authentic, intriguing, and provocative. If you have entered my world, then be honest with yourself about it. You want to be here, and you know I want you here. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing really well. So I'm going to jump right into things right now. And the question that I have for all of you is, do you miss your lover? I'm going to repeat it one more time. Do you miss your lover? Now, some of you may think that that question is extremely ridiculous, asinine. It doesn't make any sense because some of you actually reside with your lover. But it's not reasonable for you to assume that everyone is in the presence and the comfort of their lover. Some of you don't live with your lover. Some of you wish you could live with your lover. And some of you, because of the coronavirus, you don't have access to your lover. Are some of you getting an idea where I'm going with this? I think you do, but I'm going to help clarify things. I may or may not cover whether you miss your lover as far as living with the person that you're with. I told you my podcast is about the taboo, the forbidden, the unconventional, things that we're doing that we're not supposed to be doing, yet we still find ourselves doing it for as long as mankind has existed. Yeah, what am I talking about? It starts with a C and it ends with a G. Some call it cheating. Others call it infidelity. Others call it affairs, love affairs. Now, don't get offended by me talking about this because a lot of you have thought about cheating, have actually cheated, or have been cheated on. But that's not the focus of this. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about an approach that most people won't take. Now, for those of you who are actually living with your lover, I said congratulations. But I just had a huge, genius idea go through my head. Just because you're living with your lover, and just because you're not physically cheating on your lover, you may have another lover. someone that you fantasize about, someone who you pretend that is actually fucking you in bed when it's not the person you're with. Yeah, so that's right up my alley on some of the things I want to talk about. But I may remember to go back to that. I may not. We'll see what fate has in store for us. But I want to know, do you miss your lover? For those of you who do not live with your lover, and for those of you who have a lover that no one knows about, I want to talk about your lover that no one knows about. Your secret, clandestine affair, your relationship. I want to talk about that. Because I'm not supposed to talk about that. And I find it extremely intriguing, and it's a different perspective. What do you miss about your lover? Is it the scent of his skin? Is it the taste of her lips? What has you yearning for this person? And it's so unbelievable that the universe has punked all of you so that you cannot reach them. Now, some of you are still bold and you're sexting and you're having, video calls and you're doing all those different types of things to keep the momentum going without actually being able to physically touch the person. But let's just say you're not one of those people who wants to sext or do sexting, or one of those types of people who want to be doing, FaceTime video calls, phone sex, all that. I mean, that's there. It works for some people. But people like me, I got to see you. I got to smell you. I got to taste you. I got to touch you. I have to be there with you. I don't want any goddamn text messages. I don't want any FaceTime call. I don't want that shit. I need to be able to connect with a person. I need to connect with you. Because when I connect with you, I consume your being. I consume you. What is the point of me trying to sext you, send you FaceTime calls? No. It's watered down. I believe in full sexual cannibalism. You didn't understand what I said? Let me try this again. I don't want to do technology because I believe in full possession. But the type of possession that I do, you will not want to get an exorcism from. I want to cannibalize you. Cannibalize your mind, your body, your spirit, your heart. I'm going to sexually cannibalize you. What do you think about that? Sexual cannibalism? I'm sick, twisted, and demented, I know, but I have you intrigued. Very much intrigued. And some of you don't know what in the hell I am talking about, yet you are still listening to me. Cannibalism is a word that we don't like to talk about, but I've created a new meaning. Sexual cannibalism. That is animalistic passion, desire. It's full consumption. Now, what do you think about that? Wouldn't you love to have that? Wouldn't you love to have someone that can do that shit to you? Some of you is probably too much. It's too intense. It's too fierce. But me, I'm intense to the max. I figure if you're going to do something, do it right or don't do it at all. I don't believe in half-stepping. I don't believe in any half-ass notions. You either stand up or sit down. You either walk your talk or shut the hell up. Go home or go hard. So let's get back to it. What is it that you miss about your lover? What is it that your lover gives you that the person that you are actually with does not give you? Is it the newness? Is it the lies, the secrets? Is it the anticipation? What is it that your lover gives you? Now, for some of you, it's not the lover. It's the secret. It's the sneaking around. It's the anticipation. For others, it's the actual person, the chemistry, the intensity, the bond. And for some, it's both. But we're going to start with the first group. The people who are in a relationship, who has another lover. A person who makes your mouth water at the thought of them. And the sight of them gets your heart racing, pacing. Your heart may even skip a fucking beat. They bring you to life in a way that the person you're with maybe used to do or could never be able to do. Now, why do you stay in a relationship when you have another lover? Where you're saying the person that you're with, you love them, they're good for you. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. You said the person's good for you. But clearly, they're not the best for you. Because the person that's the best for you, they would fulfill you in all the categories that you are seeking for your heart's desire in regards to a romantic relationship. So if you have a person that you can check 8 out of 10 boxes with, you figure 8 out of 10, that's 80%. That's good, right? But 80%, that's a C plus B minus. Who the hell wants that? I don't want a goddamn C plus B minus. No, you're saying, well, Tara, difficult and demanding. You're unreasonable. Am I? Or do I know what I want? I know what I can give. So I definitely know what I want. And if I'm giving you A plus, why would I settle for a C plus B minus? That's where chemistry, it plays a huge part in everything we do. How we connect with people. How you touch them to the inner core of their being. How, when you can just whisper one word in his ear and call him daddy, he's rock fucking hard just like that. Huh? Or when he whispers in your ear and you're automatically flooded. Don't you yearn for that? I know you do. But if you don't, that's okay, because we're all wired differently. Now, back to it. You said the person that you're with, they're good for you. Good. You see, but if they were good for you, you wouldn't be cheating. Well, you're saying it's only sex. No, it's never only sex. Because sexual energy is very powerful. It's very, very, very powerful. And if you don't know how powerful it is, that means you're not with the right motherfucker. Now, what do you think about that? If it does not make you look like you've been through a goddamn cyclone by the time you're done, I'm asking you to stop doing whoever the fuck you're doing, because y'all don't know what the hell you're doing. What do you think about that? Why would you settle for good when you can have better or the best? Where you're saying, what am I supposed to do? Keep looking? I'm not asking you to look. If you get in touch with who you are, your inner being, your spirit, you can feel who can fuck the color out of your goddamn hair. You see, sometimes, you have people who are very, very physically attractive. They get you going. You see, but once you get used to that physical attractiveness, there's nothing there. What's there after the physical? When they speak, you basically want to sew their lips shut. When you have come, if you have, you can't stand the smell of the person. So I'm not talking about those half-ass, weak type of, fleeting lovers that you have. I'm talking about a real lover who gets you, who understands you, who accepts you, and who lets you be as nasty as you want to be. And there's no judgments at all. They basically go along with the ride. They ride the wave with you so you can fully express who and what you are and what you like. Wouldn't you like that? Someone who you feel safe and secure with, who you can actually take off the veil and expose who you are, your deepest, darkest fetish, kink, taboo, nastiness, whatever the hell you want to call it. Wouldn't you all want a lover like that? No judgments. Because they enjoy the ride, they enjoy the experience with you. The key is it's with you. It's with you. As long as they're doing it with you, that's all that matters. And you trust and you're secure with one another, what more could you ask for? That's the ultimate enjoyment, don't you think? So for those of you who are in relationships with people who are good, I'm saying you could have better. Where you're saying no one's perfect. I didn't say perfection. I'm saying someone who is aligned with you energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Alignment. Because when you're not in alignment in one or more areas, it reflects in your life. There has to be a balance between the energies of the two of you. Otherwise, you will find problems popping up his head like a groundhog coming out of the ground. You will see that. Have I made you miss your lover? If I haven't done my job very well. So, next group. Those of you who are caught in this coronavirus. Some of you have someone really, really, really special to you. And you can't get to them. They are the air that you breathe. They are the water that your body needs. And they're so good to you and good for you. You find that your body does not function without the touch, the caress of them. Yeah, that's a really fucked up situation now, isn't it? You have a lover. Your lover is secret. And because we're being punked by the universe, you cannot get to them. All you have are your memories of the moments before we were in self-isolation, stay-at-home shelter policy. Isn't it the most funniest thing in the world? This is something you could never, ever, ever plan for. How your love affair could be put on pause, on hold, or broken because of a global pandemic. It's crazy. It's like a crazy, crazy sci-fi movie. Nonetheless, I'm digressing. Let's get back on topic. Your body does not work anymore because the person that it yearns for, you cannot see, you cannot be with, you cannot get to. Now you're at home with your spouse, your life partner, your wife, your husband, whatever you want to call. But your body doesn't work. Because that person that you are living with cannot suck you or fuck you until your balls fall the hell off. How do you come off a high, so high, and come down back to earth? Huh? You meet someone who takes you out into the universe, out into space. And because of the coronavirus, you can't get to him or her. So you are left with what you say is quote unquote good for you. And you don't want that. Because once you have filet mignon, you've had caviar, how in the hell do you go back to tri-tip? Now, it's no offense to tri-tip. It takes all types in this world. And there's no offense. But what we like, what we dislike, is very personal. It's very subjective. Who you sexually chemistry align with is different. What's great for one person can be trash for another. And if you switch the partners around, it could be trash for another person or great for another person. So everybody's chemistry is different. But when you've met your ultimate lover, and your ultimate lover, you have a clandestine, a secret affair, a love relationship with, and you cannot get to that person. You cannot stop thinking about them. You cannot speak to them. You cannot see them. You cannot taste them, touch them, feel them. You can't do shit about it. Isn't that funny as hell? What do you do? Do you put a bag over your current partner and turn the lights off and pretend? Now you and I both know that does not work. Because if the person you're with, you're really with them, it's their spirit that comes through. That's where the chemistry comes from. It's your spirit, your inner being. You can't replicate that shit. Now your next plan may be Pornhub. Let me search for someone who looks like the person that I'm in love with and who rides me into the goddamn sunset until my brain and my balls explode at the same damn time. Then you try to look for that. But you can't. You may get someone similar, but the lips may be off. The hair may be off. The ass may be off. The tits may be off. Nothing is the same because it's not her or it's not him. What do? You distract yourself. You lower your standards temporarily and readjust to your reality, which is your current spouse. What do you do? What do you do when you kiss the person that you're actually with and they don't taste like him or her? They don't kiss you like him or her. They don't grab, hold you, scratch your back like him or her, your lover. What do? You pretend, you fake it, you come early, you don't come, your dick works, your pussy don't. What happens at that point in time? Because that looks like telltale signs to me. If you used to like hot dogs and you don't like a hot dog anymore, if you were my man or woman, I would be like, what the fuck is up? Huh? What's the problem? What's going on? Why are we not connecting? Why are we not working? You used to love this shit before. How do you tell them? Well, look, I've been cheating on you and I found someone much, much, much better to you. Now, it's nothing personal. It's me, not you. Is that what you say? No, you don't say that. And that's the problem with lies and secrets. We need to get honest. We need to be honest with ourselves. We need to be honest with the person that we are in the legitimate relationship with. And then we need to be honest with the person that we're in the quote unquote illegitimate relationship with. You see, none of this would happen if we were aware and self-honoring. Self-honoring. Just like your personality changes, your sexual needs change. As you change and as you grow as a person, your freakiness change. Some of you may get more freaky. Some people may get less freaky. Some people may not change because you're so fucking freaky that there's no other place for you to go. But that's not my point. When you meet someone who you are aligned with mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, on every goddamn level, how does anybody else compare to that shit? Now, if it was me, I would say, look, hon, I love you. It's been real. I don't think we're working as best as we could. I believe there's someone better for you. I understand that you still love me and I still love you. But the relationship as we know it today, it needs to stop. It needs to end because this is not aligned with what I need personally. And even though this will hurt us right now, we can move through this, be best friends or become friends in the future. But I got to tell you, bye-bye. I'm out of here. I got to go. I got to go. Yes, I got to go. You're saying, man, that's fucked up. That's harsh, difficult, and demanding. How can you just throw away years and years and years? Well, I'm not looking at it as me throwing away years and years and years because you can't throw away years. It's written, it's said, it's done. So I'm not throwing away anything. What I am doing, it's called a junction on my life's path. And when you come to a fork in a road or a junction, you have to choose which way you go. Now you can keep going down the yellow brick road of yours, which is basically turned tarnished. It's eroded. Okay. It's rust. Or you can choose another path that's aligned with who and what your dick is pointing at. How simple is that? You're saying, well, that doesn't seem right because I'm leaving a relationship because of sex. No, that's a very basic way to look at it. Too basic. I would say that's more of a cop-out. It's more of it's shackles. It's putting shackles around you. If you're not fulfilled, whether it be sexually, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whether you're not getting fed right, whether you're not respected, whatever, whether you're not appreciated, who gets to determine the value or worth of what is important to you? It's okay to leave a relationship if you get cheated on. It's okay to leave a relationship if you are not appreciated or respected. But it's not okay to leave a relationship because you're not fulfilled. Who determines what reasons are right or wrong for why we do what we do? Now, people say cheating is wrong. Is cheating wrong? I think the lying is wrong. The lying to yourself, the lying to the other person, I think that's wrong. Being happy and getting fulfilled, how's that wrong? You're saying, whoa, difficult and demanding. What the fuck are you talking about? That's wrong. Cheating is cheating. No. That cheaters are horrible things. I think that's some weak. I'm going to say it again, weak approach. It's very simple and it's very weak. It's easy to say it's about sex. What it's really about is fulfillment. It's about happiness. It's about honesty. It's about self-respect. It's about respect for the other person. It's about being honorable to yourself and to the other. Now, we're more worried about being honorable to someone else, but we're being dishonoring to ourselves. Why is it okay to have more honor for someone else than for yourself? Why is it okay to give more respect to someone else than to yourself? If you don't take care of you, how are you going to take care of somebody else? How do you know what you need or want if you're so focused on what someone else needs or want? You got to take care of yourself first. You have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. That's why a number of us are unhappy in relationships because we're not aware of ourselves. We're too busy trying to contort, distort, put ourselves into some type of image or role to make someone else happy, I'm not here to make you happy. Now, if who I am happens to please you, awesome. Listen to what I said, guys. We spend a lot of time changing ourselves to become someone or something that will make another person happy so that they stay with us, they be with us, they quote unquote love us. I'm telling you to take a different approach. I'm telling you to be you, do you. And if being you and doing you happens to be right for the person that you're with, then you be with that motherfucker. You be with that person. But if who you truly are, if what you truly are, if how you truly are, and why you truly are is not right for the person that you find attractive, I'm saying that person is wrong for you. There's no way that I should have to pick or choose who or what I am. There's no way that I should have to be what you want me to be. This is who I am. What you see is what you get. The pretty, the ugly, the dirty, the clean, whatever. This is me. This is me. Take it or leave it. Now, if there's a part of me that you don't like, it doesn't ride with you, and you're trying to get me to change it, what I'm trying to tell you is you're not right for me. So for those of you who have someone at home in a committed relationship, whether you're married or not, life partner, whatever you want to call it, and you're cheating on the outside, I'm saying, why? Why lie? We're grown. Grown people. What that means is we are an adult. If you can take the initiative to go fuck somebody else, then you should take the same courage, audacity, boldness to be honest about the situation. Now you're scared about hurting someone. I understand. But why is it okay for you to hurt yourself, but not someone else? And if you're coming from the intentions of love, of respect, of integrity, Okay, someone's feelings may get hurt, but that's temporary. The damage that you're doing to yourself, depriving yourself, ignoring yourself, locking yourself away, that's more long term. That stays with you forever. That will be with you for each and every relationship that you're with. So if we're here to do better, we're here to be better, we're here to have better, the only way you can do that is being honest with yourself. Now, if you like getting your dick sucked from behind and your balls fucking teabag and the person that you're with cannot do that, will not do that, cannot consider that, I'm asking you, what are you doing and why? This coronavirus is an eye-opening experience if you allow it to be. It's a life-changing experience if you allow it to be. There's going to be disruption. There's going to be change. But we need to get honest and be real. Just because you were ecstatic and blissful and extremely happy with someone 1 year, 2 years, 3 years back, it's okay if you've outgrown that relationship and you're ready to move on. It's okay. That means this table that you've been feasting upon is no longer conducive to your palate. Are you going to blame someone for sick of eating pizza and they want to go and have Mexican food? No, you're going to say, I understand. You're tired of Italian food. You're tired of pizza. Then you know what? You go do Mexican. You go have Chinese food. You go do that. Then the same logic applies. If you're in a relationship with someone and it no longer works for you, it's time for you to be respectful, have integrity, be honorable, and be honest about it. Now, you can't control the other person's reaction. You can only control your reaction. So don't have any unrealistic expectations about how you think a person's going to handle the news that you deliver to them as far as you letting them go. That is none of your business. That is not your prerogative. What is your business is how you want to get fucked in life and who you want it done by. Now, if you get off on having secrets and lies and that anticipation, then I can't do much for you. That's how you're wired. Cool, you go do that, but you better make sure you handle it right. But if you're having an affair with someone because you've changed, you're more aligned, you're more in tune with that person, you're no longer the person you used to be, then it's time for you to boss up. It's time for you to get a backbone. It's time for you to get honest and get real with yourself and tell the truth. You got one life to live. And by being cowardly towards yourself, dishonorable towards yourself, you're making things more complicated and more hurtful than they need to be. So when you think about that lover that you're missing, the scent of her, the taste of him, the thrust of him, the back scratching from her, the overarching, mind-blowing, soul-shattering orgasms that you have, you need to think about that. Because as I like to say, that is a clue, that is a cue that what you are doing is no longer working for you. And it's okay if something's no longer working for you. We upgrade our cars, we upgrade our wardrobes, we change our workout routines, we change our friends. Some of us may change our goddamn family members. So if it's okay for us to do all that, then why can't we handle things with grace and move on from relationships that don't work for us? Because we're lazy? Because we're scared? Our world, our country was not built on being a coward. Trailblazers, pioneers, they went where no one else will go. So I'm asking all of you, go where you fear to go. Tread where you're not supposed to tread, because that's where your heart-filled desires are located. Off the normal path and following your true path, that is where you're located. That is where your bliss is located. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. The only person whose opinion matters is yours and yours alone. So if you understand that, go get that person that you're missing. Because I can guarantee you, they're missing you just as much as you're missing them. And time is being wasted being someplace that you don't want to be. You know you're not supposed to be. And you know damn well you're going to end up where you belong. So why not be proactive and just get your ass there? So this is all I have for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As usual, my perspective is out of the box and different. You don't have to agree with me, but I do appreciate you listening to me and giving me an opportunity to expand your minds and see things from a different perspective. You don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. And pretty much, you don't have to care. But I do appreciate the fact that you're here with me every week. And please come back again, because as usual, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. You never know what my thoughts are. And I like to talk about the things that we're not supposed to talk about, the things we're not supposed to do, and the things we're not supposed to be. Until the next time. Are you disappointed this has come to an end? Well, it doesn't have to. Reach out and follow me on Instagram at Difficult and Demanding, and let me know what you think about this episode and my show. Episode 86 is here on April 17th, 2020 from Difficult and Demanding.